forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Ritter. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Down. White. Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carney. And that is incomplete here. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Go now. Claws red. Set.
Ritter now. And the Raiders have got him.
On the ball.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Running left, it's Warren. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carney can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun. Carney. That one complete to Trey Tucker. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Carney. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Carney. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
That's to his running back, complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Red, cycle. Green jack. Set.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Down. drill green. Blaster, 6. Cut.
On 2nd and 1. Ritter. Throw out wide to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man. It's Warren. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the give, it's Warren. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carney. That's caught by Tucker. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Carney toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Warren will try the right side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carney. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Yellow. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Black Ultra. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. An audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Operating from the gun, Carney. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Reek Woolen. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Warren. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carney. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Warren. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Carney. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Seal, black. Edo blue.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Ready.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Claws red. Hut, hut.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Looking to throw. Carney over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake. Carney.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun on third down, Carney, he finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Carney. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Come on, set, huh?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ready. Green jack. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a run with Warren. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Got it. Set. Ready. Ready.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us.